know that you'll never own up to any fight. You ever notice something? Like a true narcissist, nothing is ever your fault.
What are you talking
Contract.
about? Did I not?
It wasn't you. I have clips of you saying the N-word on Twitch. You're blaming detractors for mass reporting you for losing your Twitch.
I never said that. I never said the N-word on
whatever.
Twitch. That's ridiculous too. I never.
Well, it was kind of. You did. It was kind of like a.
No, it wasn't. I never said.
Like,
never
yeah,
happened.
You kind of did. A stationary N.
We do it because it's riveting.
We love
meaningful
showing
content.
meaningful content.
Speaking of which, all the chat's all a rage about Steve versus Phil.
What happened with that?
We made you, Steve. Steve, how could you betray us like this, Steve? We invite Steven into the show. We get him this big audience.
Mm-hmm.
We set up all these opportunities for Steve.
Do everything.
He's supposed to do this softball interview where he sucks off Phil, and it was supposed to be about Project 7.
Mm-hmm.
I told Steve, you're going to interview Phil about Project 7. You're going to watch the clips. You're going to play like DSP doing Cup of Noodles. I learned today the convoluted snake scheme that Steve executed. He was subverted by the detractors. Duty got to him. Alt apparently got to him.
Yikes.
And they poisoned Steve against King Phil.
No.
They poisoned Steve and they removed the broomstick from his hand
Whoa.
and gave him a shovel to bury Phil in a fucking shallow grave. I couldn't believe it. It's the year of the snake. Steven just went into business for himself.
It's nuts.
He snaked everybody, and then he called out Phil's shameless grifting, his scams, and his lies.
I'm not surprised, honestly. I had a feeling about Steve.
I can't believe it, Steve. Oh, buddy. I didn't know I was supposed to be a good interview. And then these detractors came in and subverted the whole thing. And
fuck them.
I had no
them.
idea. Damn you,
Damn
Duty.
them to fucking hell.
Damn you to hell. Thank God DarkSydePhil was so badass last night.
Real?
He
Okay, tell us.
stood tall.
Did he?
He stood tall and conquered all. Because he stayed focused on providing positive content for his fans, and he didn't cave in to Steve's insane demands to, provide proof of his claims or clear his name.
Based.
That was fucking moronic lunacy on Steve's part to
Why would
suggest
you?
such fucking things. Well, because the king's already doesn't matter if the king is guilty. He's the king. He can pardon himself.
Yeah.
You know fucking Trump's president now?
I am no
These
longer
fucking
guilty.
morons. Exactly.
The
It doesn't
end.
matter. It doesn't matter if Phil scammed his fans. You know why?
Phil should.
Because Phil scamming his fans is fucking based. And red-pilled to begin with. It's just like, Steve, you don't have to sell me on Phil.
Yeah.
I'm already hypnotized, Steve.
Can you believe
Steve,
it?
I already view him as
DSP
God.
scammed his fans. That's why we're cool with
That's
him.
why we support Phil, is because he's a con artist like us.
You know?
You know what I mean? He's a dirty piece of shit. He's
Imagine not scamming your fans.
Oh, man.
you,
I don't
gay?
know. Ultimately, what ended up happening, Steve enlisted a retard detractor who fucked it all up.
No.
He fumbled the football on the 1 yard line. I'm not even being fucking funny here. Let me tell you about the honor and dignity of being a police officer.
What? Wait, a cop?
This guy's not a cop. So, Steve gets this guy who claims to be a cop who joins. And it's like, this guy was way too close to the situation to properly press Phil or interrogate Phil, because the guy, honestly, it was like he was in the presence of Jesus Christ or Buddha or like Muhammad.
What do you mean,
it was like
the detractor?
Yes, the detractor was like he was in the presence of a religious figure, and he was just so fucking juiced to be there and get to have an opportunity to touch the hem of Phil's garment. You know, the guy really thought he was like a part of history or something. Like, it got to the point, right, where it's like with the bank leaks. And it's like, what, you really think that somebody would sit there all day and fake these transactions, thousands of transactions, as they're pulling up a spreadsheet where they've logged thousands of transactions of Phil's?
What was what transactions, like what he buys with his debit card and shit?
Yes, man, they have every transaction. And then that being said, I mean, they obviously fucking had like endless fucking proof that it was all real. But you know, like,
of course it was real.
And this is what I told Phil. And I said to him, Phil, the sun will rise tomorrow. You will still hit the goal. You're still going to make money. You're still DarkSydePhil. It doesn't matter. DarkSydePhil could be caught on tape slaughtering puppies, and he would still get people to donate. There's nothing that Phil could possibly do or be exposed as doing that would stop him from making money from retards online, because he's the best at it. It doesn't matter what evidence you have, Steve. It doesn't matter that you're seeking the truth, because with DarkSydePhil, the lies will always prevail, my friend. The power of Phil's lies and darkness will always outshine your light of truth, Steve. We didn't set Phil up. It was a cream puff interview. And this bastard went rogue, went into business for himself. Shame on you, Steve. We'll see you on the show next Tuesday. Okay, everybody. Now that the insane fucking gaslighting cope session is over.
I couldn't honestly hold my laughter, dude. Like, this is ridiculous.
Fuck. Oh my God.
Did it work? Did it work?
We got him.
I love this show.
We got him.
We got him.
We got him.